What is going on, y'all? What's going on? We are back. This is TAT, the alternate timeline, episode 15. And joined here by the whole TAT gang. My man Jam on the far right, my man Jalen in the middle. How are we doing today, fellas? How we doing?
Doing good, man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Doing good. How about you, Jalen? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Yeah, man. This episode, we're basically gonna hit on a couple things. We'll just, what are we reading at the moment, kind of thing. Like to start it off with, what we're reading, and then we can jump into a little bit of anime. We like to do the segments over here at TAT. Do the anime, a little bit of the gaming, what we're playing, and then we can jump into the Marvels. We all saw the Marvels, so it's gonna be spoiler discussion on the Marvels and a little bit of other MCU news that came out as well this past week. But yeah, man, we're going to jump into that. Other than that, man, super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. All the description, all of the stuff that you need is in the description below. Y'all want to do any plugging real quick, man, before we start real quick?
Yeah, bro. New name since the last time we did an episode. It's still J Marvelous, but just a different spelling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just JAY Marvel and then US. And
Gotcha.
That's on everything but Twitch, and Twitch is just J Gaming 927.
Gotcha. What about you, my man Jam?
Yes, sir. You heard of me on all the socials. Pretty much on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, heavy, and I stream on Twitch affiliate. Check me out tonight. Every Friday. I forgot what we were recording. So check me out every Friday. Check me out every Friday for Fortnite Fridays. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we're gonna do comic book chat, which I think what I'm gonna do is I was gonna talk to you about it. I think the way we should do it, I'm gonna do it live on Twitch and YouTube every day. Mm-hmm. On Wednesdays, and then I'll send you over the recording from the live, and then you can edit it up and then put it on here. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's on both. I think that's the easiest way, because I don't be having time to edit. That's why
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So so what I can already figured something else out too. Like, I think whenever you go live, because I'm off Wednesdays, whenever you do it, I can basically have the link of your Twitch basically as a web browser up here in my sources, and I can just record you on my like OBS, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I
can still send it to you.
You can still do that.
That way.
That's true.
Whatever works best.
That's true. We'll figure that out.
But that's pretty much it, y'all. Just Mondays is Mortal Kombat Mondays. Yep. Wednesdays is new comic book days, so we do comic book chats on the Twitch and YouTube. Now we're gonna start it this week, and then Fridays is Fortnite Fridays. So those are really like my biggest things on Twitch. That's it.
Right. So that's it right there, man. We're gonna jump right into this. What are we reading at the moment right now? I can tell y'all. I guess I'll go first. I can tell y'all I'm reading I'm up to date on the Spider-Man. I think it's Unlimited, the one that came out, that is the crossover between the Spider-Man PS5 and the 616 Spider-Man, with the Spot as the villain, and it's been really, really cool to me. Just like seeing the Spider-Man that we just all played with on the PS5 interact with 616 Peter. So it's been a fun adventure so far. Also recently just started reading manga, man. I'm in there now. I'm in there like swimwear, baby. Like, come on, man. I'm reading Demon Slayer right now. So I'm very into it. Love seeing. It's weird going back from the anime to like the manga, but it's like it's cool too. So I'm like, oh damn, watch this happen. So I'm at the part where I'm at the part where they have that house, and it's the guy that's like beating the drums, and he's changing up the rooms in the house. It's basically the first time Zenitsu does his like thunder breathing thing. Yeah, so it's it's coming, and I'm excited to continue to read that. So that's what I'm reading right now. How about you guys?
Jalen, you go first.
Okay, yeah, I'll go first because I'm not really reading that much. I was just talking to Jam before we hopped on here. I just got my Marvel Unlimited subscription back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start the new Miss Marvel run. That's definitely a must. There's so many series that I haven't like completely finished. Like I'm in the middle of like a lot. Like I'm in the Astonishing X-Men run. I want to say I'm after Whedon. I like just finished kind of the juicy parts of it. Colossus just came back and stuff. I kind of got to the end of Avengers Disassembled. Jam, I got to ask you a couple questions about Avengers Disassembled because I finished. I don't know, like I think I finished it because I'm starting to bleed over into Fantastic Four, their section of like the story or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I didn't read all of it yet. Like, I feel like I'm still not done yet.
You passed Siege already?
Siege?
It's like an event thing.
What happened in Siege? Because I might have.
Like the Dark Avengers and the Thunderbolts and all of that stuff.
Oh no!
Like comes about. No. I think if I remember correctly, because I don't remember chronologically how it comes. If that's first and then where you're at, or I don't remember how that works. I would have to look into it though.
All right.
I always say when you lost, bro. Like, and Dennis knows too. Like a good place is a shout out to the Comic Book Herald because they be having like the reading orders.
The website, bro. I
they
have
be
that
having the good like
yeah.
reading, or they're really a good like place to figure out where you at and stuff like that, or where you need to what's next or what was
Definitely.
I keep those bookmarks. Those tabs are open in my iPhone at all times.
Yeah, bro.
Facts.
How about you, Jan? Where you at, man? I know we have Comic Wednesdays that we tune into, but
every I'm reading like over 30.
I know you said 30 something.
Bro. Nah, I think now it's like 35 ish, and that's just ongoing monthly. And then I got the classic stuff. I'll probably say so. I want to talk about the classic stuff I'm reading or modern stuff that I'm trying to catch up with.
Right.
That's the X-Men. I'm currently in the Reign of X like saga, and that's trying to catch up to where they're at right now, which is the Fall of X in X-Men comics. So that's where I'm at. I'm following the comic. Shout out again to the Comic Book Herald because I'm like following them, like their reading order of what's next, what's to what I'm saying. And then as far as I'll give y'all, because I'm reading so many comics, I'll give y'all 5 that I would say are my favorite or what I would recommend. I love the Immortal Thor that's on by Al Ewing right now. It's really fire, like really fire. You had Storm wield the hammer, and she just fought Thor. Jane and Beta Ray Bill is in that joint. Like it was heat. It was heat. Like it was so. That's one. Gods. I think we talked about this before as well.
That,
yeah.
Gods, the Jonathan Hickman run. It's just I thought it was gonna be like Doctor Strange and that side of the magical universe, which it is, but it's introducing new characters and like they're the main characters, and I'm like, oh, like this is so it's like a whole different side of like the magical and mystical. Like they're basically expanding it and making it more detailed. I don't want to say more detailed, but like they're introducing key figures to the magical universe of Marvel. So that's another one.
Like that.
That joint is fire.
Is it how is it done though? Like that's my question is like, is it kind of like dealing with a lot of concepts? Like, have you seen Sandman on Netflix? Where they're dealing with like gods and concepts like that? Is it anything like that or?
So I could kind of explain a little bit here, and then y'all could tune in as well to the comic chat jam sessions. Because I'll be, I'll go way more in depth quick because I don't want to go too much in depth without taking shine from the other comics. But quick is basically they introduced a avatar of the powers that be, and that's the magical side of things. But so it's like one god, the powers that be. He is into a human named Win, who is the avatar of the powers that be, and then you have the other side of which is the science side of things. So like science and magic go hand in hand like now. the science side of things is called the natural order of things. And the people that watch over the natural order of things are called centivars. And the natural orders of things is like another version of like another god, essentially, but it's the science version. And so the natural order of things picks 0 to 100 like people to basically learn about the powers that be. So 100 people go through the universe, like go through Earth or the magical realms and find like people that are the powers that be, and they study them to understand the powers that be as the natural order of things. So the way I like to explain it is think of it as Men in Black. You got the Men in Black who are watching over the aliens and like space species and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? If that's a good analogy.
Okay, I see that. I see. All right, cool. Because God's always like stories about gods always interest me. Just how they write them, because they can do so many different things with them. Just playing with the whole concept of gods is always interesting to me. Probably why Thor is one of my favorite characters too.
Same.
So like,
same.
Yeah, man. And then we just saw Loki.
That was one thing that they actually said. That was one thing that they said actually in the comic. They were like, do we really need to call them gods? Like at this like plane of the understanding, like do we not realize that they're just higher in forms of like subspecies and things like that? And then like the god essentially took over the person she was talking to and was like, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, I need you to do this though. Like, you gonna go ahead. And then and she was like, okay, yeah, God is a good term. And so it was like one of those situations. Like, all right, as we start like one of those higher thinking things. But yeah, definitely God's number. I would say number 2. It's really tough for me to go ahead and look. I would say Static is. I love Static Shock. So Static is my guy.
Homie.
And honestly, Milestone in general, I'm really excited. Icon versus Hardware just ended from Milestone Comics. So I'm very excited. I tweeted about it. I'm really excited to see because Nicholas Dreyfus, I think his name is Nicholas Dreyfus Ivy. Forgive me if I'm butchering that, but he just was tweeting out the final outfit Static is gonna have in this next issue, and at the end, I think it comes out next week actually. Or the week after, the 28th. But basically, Static's gonna have a newer look, but it's very iconic or pays homage to his cartoon, the animated cartoon look. So I was and I tweeted, dude, I'm like, yo, bro, I reposted. I'm like, yo, I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to read this. But I'm curious what Milestone is gonna do next, because after Static ends, that's it. They don't have no new announcements. And Icon versus Hardware just ended, so that's probably number 4. And if I had to choose number 5, I'm thinking it's gonna be Predator versus Wolverine. That thing is just insane. The concept is and how they input the Predator into all of Wolverine's life, throughout his decades or centuries of living. It's pretty fire. So that's my 5. And then I think that's a long. Talking, so yeah.
Hey, for more, tune in to the Jam Sessions. Drew heard me on Twitch. All right, Drew heard me on Twitch.
We get deep with it, real deep with the comics.
Yeah, he be getting into it. All right. So yeah, totally more of that to come for sure. I want to jump into this anime segment right quick, man, because we all are knee deep in anime, and our boy Jalen has finally started anime. He's finally started anime, and Jalen, let's talk about your journey real quick, because right now, I guess you started One Punch Man a while ago, right? So you're still.
I'm midway through season 1 on One Punch Man.
Okay. That shirt is fire, by the way. Or that. Is that a long?
WandaVision.
That's hard.
That's tough.
My girl got a matching Wanda one, so. But yeah, I'm in the middle of One Punch Man. I'm still kind of at the beginning of My Hero. I think I'm on 3 or 4, something like that.
He's getting there. He about to get to that.
But the first anime I watched from start to finish, I finished Chainsaw Man in 3 days, I think.
Right. So he's caught up. You're caught up.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man. It's fire, because I always see action figures and stuff. I'm like, dude, this looks so weird. But the anime's so fire, and the action scenes, and Bro, Denji. I mean, it might just be recency bias, but Denji, he's damn near him, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm messing with Denji heavy.
It's the simplicity of like his wants and needs.
Yeah,
like, it's
bro,
just,
he's not complicated at all. Like,
it's like I was poor. I was sleeping in the slums, my boy. Like I just want to touch some Johns. Like,
for real.
Love it.
Yeah,
Wait, so you said my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say Chainsaw Man's got me all the way too. I was doing my reaction to Chainsaw Man as well on the YouTube channel. Yeah, dude, I like the powers in Chainsaw Man a lot.
Yeah, bro.
It's different, a little different.
Contracts with devils, like, and they like it's just so hard.
Exactly.
Fact. Yeah, well, I mean, since we in the anime segment, like keep it like in full circle. Just try to keep it in the anime segment. That's a good segue because Mappa makes Chainsaw Man, and so we could just slide right into the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep.
This it's been I got the red here. Look, we loving it. You all caught up? Right?
I'm not caught up. I got the V1 to watch that everybody's talking about.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Just know I think it's one of the best anime fights, like animation I've ever seen in an anime in my life. And I'm 30, and we've been here doing this for a while. All right, like. It's really, really great. But it's also been talked about online, the animators and stuff coming out basically saying that they only did like 30%, like only 30% of this episode was done. So to me, I'm trying to, like, when you watch it, then I need you to hit me, because it's like, and I talk to my mans about it. It's crazy to fathom how amazing this episode was. And only 30%. I literally just told her I was in the episode with y'all. Like, I was like, yo, baby, she on the way home from work.
That doesn't matter, bro. My girl does the same thing. She'll come in here. It doesn't matter, bro. They don't care.
And I'm like, bro. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, bro. But hold on. Let me just to make sure she's all right, though.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, make sure she's good. Make sure she's good. And they the ones that put up with our asses, so
Yeah. I can't be too annoyed with it, because I remember I go back to when Spider-Man 2 released, and I was just screaming literally all night long. Like, bro, I go to work the next day. Like, I can't be mad, man.
It's been times where I was on like no funny shit. All jokes aside, it's been times where I was on leave, like from my health, like leave of absence, and my girl had to hold it down in the house.
Right.
So like, because I wasn't getting, I wasn't working. Right. So like when MJ was talking crazy to Peter when she was, I felt that. I was like, all right. And my girl never came at me like that, but I was like.
Facts, bro.
Always act correct. You feel me?
Facts, yeah, bro. For real.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, no, yeah, we're good. You good?
I was gonna say,
we were talking about Mappa.
Yeah, like it's crazy just to fathom that they only did like 30% of the episode and how amazing it looks. So I can't wait for you to see it, Dennis. Jalen, I really can't wait for you to start Jujutsu Kaisen. It is a little bit of I would say it's not long, but it's like more work you gotta put. You know what I'm saying?
It's fast paced. It's a very fast paced anime to me. Like it's straight up like every episode is like action. So and that's why.
And you have to like really like contextualize what
your audio went out,
because it, like Dennis said, it's so fast paced. They don't really like. They don't explain stuff for real. Like, you just gotta pay attention almost. Yeah. Like, and if you missed it, it's like, oh, like
you might have to rewatch an episode. Yeah,
might have to.
Yeah,
but, check that one out.
Continue on your path though, man. Like we're excited for you. My Hero Academia is a good one. I think I'm gonna
watch,
especially because of the whole hero world.
The hero world, like, right?
Yeah, I mess with that heavy. Yeah.
The last thing I want to talk about in the anime segment is because I know we've been talking to Jam a little bit, is some of the Netflix anime stuff. They're trying to compete out here, man. Netflix trying to compete a little bit, bro.
Well, we missed Attack on Titan too. Well, we talk about that.
We talk about it. Yeah, we talk about it. But yeah, Netflix anime is on one. I know you had one for me. You had a suggestion for me. What was it called?
Blue Eye Samurai.
Blue Eye Samurai. Yeah. And I've been seeing the previews of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna tune into that.
I think I think Jalen, you should watch that too, because it's an anime, but it's more so like it's like an Americanized, like I don't
Americanized
want to say
samurai
that,
story.
Okay.
but like it's like one of those like samurai, like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Just all you need to know. But
Oh,
like,
okay. Got you. All right, got you.
no spoilers, but just one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. There's something in this story that you're gonna think that it is, and it's not. It's like like I miss when movies and shows used to do this, like that crazy curveball. That's what this show has, and I'm like, oh, and I will say, the action is some of the most gruesome, like crazy action, like choreography, but like brutal stuff, like on some Mortal Kombat stuff you will ever see.
I didn't know it was brutal like that.
It's gruesome, it's brutal, and it's beautiful. Like I'm really a big fan of like the 3D CGI like animation, but this like it blends a good combination of both really well. So I've been recommending it to a lot of people. I think y'all will enjoy it.
Gotcha.
It's on Netflix, you said?
It's on Netflix, yeah. Netflix been popping up with a couple things. Netflix been popping up with a couple of things, and then obviously, you know, they put a lot of their budgets going into some of these live actions as well, and live action adaptations.
Yeah.
So, you know, where some call it anime, right? Yu Yu Hakusho is a movie, right? I think it's a movie.
It's funny that that just came out because we were literally just talking about that a few days ago.
Well, I knew they were working on it for a while. They've been talking about it for like a while. Yeah.
Right.
But man, I'm actually really excited they kept it Japanese. Like everybody's like, because you kind of have to with some of these stories. Like, and like, so One Piece, it was kind of more closer to the adaptation of the manga, like, you know, because everybody's like a different race and things like that. With Yu Yu Hakusho is really like, it had to be, and so it works out really well.
Right. Like, it's the sensei and the dojo and all that. Like you kind of need to have the Japanese feel of it. So Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, we got, call it anime, call it whatever you want, but Avatar: Last Airbender, obviously, like live action adaptation coming too. So keep an eye out for Netflix and anime, man. They doing their thing over there a little bit. So
I've been saying it to these. Oh, I've been saying it to Dennis Jalen. Now you can go. That's probably gonna be your first time hearing it, but I've been saying this for a while. Like when it comes to animation, Netflix don't miss. I promise you. Like they don't. Like they are. That's one thing. Like live action, hit or miss. They might be crazy with it. Might be just solid. Might be a big miss. But like their animation never does wrong. I can guarantee that it never does wrong.
Castlevania, I was just saying that. Like, Castlevania.
Onimusha wasn't for me, but I tell you, it was still solid. Like it was still solid. I watched the whole thing, and it's based off the old video game. So just like Netflix animation, y'all.
I literally just got a Netflix notification. That's so funny.
That's scary.
That's wild.
Oh, they listen.
I just got a Netflix notification. That's insane.
Oh, they listen. Yeah. The last thing we'll talk about, I forgot to even mention, Attack on Titan finale definitely happened a couple weeks ago. It's been, I think November 4th it came out. But yeah, man, incredible finale. It's one of my favorite animes. That was like my brother's favorite anime.
Word?
Yeah, and I watched your jam session on it, which I agree 100% with a lot of what you said. It's like it's so incredibly well written. It's a very well written show. It's one of those shows that make you think a little bit. It's very mysterious, so it's got a lot of really different elements as far as like anime goes, because not many anime shows are like it. So it's one of those like appreciate how different it is, because it's not many are like it.
And the characters are great. Like the characters are just awesome.
Yeah.
I said it like it's not one of my personal favorites, but I understand why like people have it as like one of their favorites, or they think it's the best anime because it's that good. Like it's like I could see where you know what I'm saying? Like me, it's just I wouldn't say it was one of my personal favorites because like I like certain tropes. Like I'm biased to certain things. You know what I mean? Like certain things like that. But it's so great. It's so good,
man.
I always tell people, like, especially like for you, Jalen, if you're just getting into anime, it's so short too. It's like 4 seasons. Like you could just kind of get through it real quick. It's a solid starting anime because it's like now it's tough though because when you could start comparing other anime to it, they're like it's different.
Yeah,
like Dennis said,
that's what I have to I kind of am gonna have to force myself to do like just section each one off, so I don't, you know what I mean? So that I don't let one taint how I feel about the other.
The other,
So,
yes, sir. Yes.
Like Chainsaw Man has a lot of qualities, and like a lot of anime have a little bit of similarity with like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is kind of similar to a lot of anime, but like Attack on Titans is very different. Like there's no like, I mean, there's powers, but like there's no like, I don't even know how to explain it really.
Attack on Titan makes me feel like Vinland Saga almost. Like they're very that same type of anime. Like so with most animes, you have that like hero versus villain trope, and they like square off.
Yeah,
but like Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga, there is no like hero. It's like just a story. It's like the main character with a bunch of other characters. It's just a great.
And a lot of
I love stuff like that too.
A lot of anime play into the whole like demon thing too, like demons and
right,
you know, like Demon Slayer, like there's demons, right? Chainsaw Man, it's also like got a pack with demons and stuff like that. So, a lot of anime demon cursed spirits. Yeah, like, there's a lot of that in anime. Yeah, but this one was like it's different with Titans, and the story goes back with history and everything. It's
like political. It's more politically based. But you don't think that it is that until like it's just a great story. It's definitely.
All right. Yeah, man.
Attack on Titan is definitely on the list for sure.
For sure.
Perfect.
That's the anime segment right there. Real quick, going into the gaming segment. What are you guys playing these days, man? I know it's not gonna be a crazy big segment, but you know what y'all playing.
I go first, man. You know, I gotta have a, like we talked about a little bit earlier when I was doing the shout out. Every Monday, Mortal Kombat Mondays, all on Twitch. Gonna keep it on. Gonna move it over to YouTube as well, so it's on both. But Mortal Kombat 1 on Mondays, and then on Fridays is Fortnite Fridays. Now every week, or whatever day I can, I try to dribble in a little or sprinkle in a little Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Got to.
And Pokemon Violet, because I'm just trying to complete those two. I already finished Spider-Man, as we talked about last episode. So for me, my next platinum game I'm going to get into is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I think I'm going to start that this coming Sunday. So probably for y'all will probably see this episode by then. I'll probably be already into it. So come join, pull up, and come check out the path, or I should say the path to platinum.
What day is this? You doing it?
I'll probably do this Sunday. I'll start this Sunday.
Okay, got you. Yeah, we can.
But it'll be throughout, throughout the week. Probably even next weekend. Gotcha. Probably Saturday, Sunday, whatever.
Yeah, copy that. Jalen, what you into right now, man? What's the games playing right now?
Man, just like what I'm playing on stream right now. I'm actually also doing like a platinum run for Ghosts of Tsushima, and but like personally, always go back to Spider-Man 2. That's going to be something that I think I'll probably play forever. Spider-Man 2, some Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a favorite. I just started the Arkham series because my girlfriend's never seen those games before, so I just restarted those. I think that's really all I'm like playing. Me and my girl play some Lego games here and there, but just really focused on the road to platinum. I'm not sick anymore, so I'm back streaming and stuff. So
word.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. I you can catch me on the Twitch stream TATdennis and YouTube channel as well, the Ultimate Timeline. I play a lot with my brother, Super Smash Bros. Obviously, we did pick up the new Call of Duty. We usually always do. Me and my brother are Call of Duty people. We just that's just what we do. That's how we spend time. But so we're doing the Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare. We're still playing Sea of Stars, which is like that tactical RPG game. And what else am I doing?
You haven't beat it yet, though,
I haven't beat it yet because I'm gonna stream it all. So like where I last streamed a couple of days ago or a week ago actually is where I'm still there. So yeah, that one I want to complete soon, and then to get back to Tears of the Kingdom. That's the one I can't wait to get back to. So Tears of the Kingdom.
It's so hard to get back into.
It is hard. It is a hard one. Breath of the Wild was the same. It was hard for me to like get back into it.
but once you're in it, it's like,
you're like,
oh, I'm here.
This is great. Yeah. Any games that y'all are looking forward to come? Well, also, I'm playing Spider-Man 2 as well. Because obviously, you know,
I want to say, like, I just because I platinum Spider-Man 2, like, I still go in there and do photo modes. Like, I think this
that's literally it. Yeah.
I mean, until the New Game Plus and Ultimate, you know, like a New Game Plus with the Ultimate difficulty, I'll probably run that, like all the update with time and change a day. But like, I just get in there and try to get as many photos as I can.
Right.
But games I'm looking forward to, I actually am gonna try to get that Avatar game, Frontiers of. It looks fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think,
hopefully you stream that because I want to see what that's like. I want to see.
I want to check that out.
I want to see how that plays for sure.
Tekken in January.
Okay.
And then I'm really hoping, and I'm trying to. I just DM'd them today, but I'm gonna try to get early access or like review key access to Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I would really like to. And I don't know if y'all are gonna get that either, but I think that would be really cool to like stream, like play with your boys.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I want to try it out.
Might be something for the squad. Might be something for TAT squad. You know, Suicide Squad, TAT squad.
That's really all I'm really looking forward to. The other games that we've talked about is like so far out that like, I mean, I know there were like Crimson Desert and like Phantom Blade Zero. Like those games, I know me and Dennis are super excited for. But they're just so far out. Like they don't have release dates or anything, so I didn't even really mention them. But that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, man. When does the Justice League game come out?
February.
Okay, no, I got some time before
that. I might pick that up. Yeah. I might pick that up. I'm not a big game service person, but playing with the squad will be fun though.
It's the squad. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm like, because like it didn't really work with Avengers, like the live service thing, and like, you know what I'm saying, like, but. I'm looking at this like it looks great, like, and they're saying it's more, even though it has a live service, it's a story-driven game. So I'm interested to see how that pans out. You know what I mean? Like,
I was watching the gameplay clips and stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I get big Sunset Overdrive vibes from that, like the way that they're like moving around and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just a thought though.
Got you. Yeah, I got to do more research when it comes to that game because when games come out, I like to watch all the reviews on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I got to do some research on it and then decide. But right now, I'm like, okay, pique my interest. I might, you know, I might tune into that from February. So yeah, man, that's it on the gaming section. Jam is left us again. You back?
I think it was because when I went to like twist my I think it was because when I went to twist my neck, I hit the headphone out of my ear.
Got you. Yeah, man. Let's roll into the superhero segment, man. The Marvels. We just watched it. It's been a week now, so we've let it marinate. And so yeah, this is gonna be a spoiler discussion. You know, this is our thoughts, our review, TAT review. However you want to say it, but yeah, man, I think we all enjoyed it. I can say that. I can speak for everybody saying.
I think the word is like fun. Everybody is
fun.
Very fun.
From start to finish.
I liked it.
Right, and that is exactly what I needed for this superhero movie. I needed to have some fun with it. Yeah, man. I guess whatever you guys want to say about it first, go ahead and what our thoughts on it, man.
I just wish more people enjoyed it, you know, let people enjoy what they enjoy. But I really do wish more people liked it. I don't really know why. I mean, we know why, but like, like all positivity. Like, I really enjoyed it, man. It was fun. I loved. Iman Vellani has the star power.
Nice.
Tiana Paris. Because I've been mispronouncing her name. I think it's Paris, right? It's not Parrish. It's Paris.
I think Tiana Paris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiona.
Yeah. Tiona. I've heard both.
It might be Tiona. It might be Tiona. I don't want to mispronounce her name, but she is like honestly become one of my favorite actresses, man. I just watched Candyman with her, seen her in They Clone Tyrone, and then now this, like, she just back to back got them like in and now she just had this thing come out today with Ludacris for Christmas.
I saw that.
I
I
didn't
was
see
like, I'm
that.
gonna have to
this
check this
morning. I
out.
was like,
Like, I'm
what?
like, yeah. So
It
I don't know.
feels it feels like she's starting to she's like hitting the ground running with her acting career right now. Like she's
and I need that.
Yeah,
I need more of her, man. She's great.
She's a hot ticket right now. I feel like in Hollywood,
Yeah.
which good for her.
I'm hyped. Yeah, I'm hyped. Like,
good for her. Get that.
It's just great to see. It's great to see, like, because I've seen even her posting on like Instagram and stuff, like little black girls like looking like showcase, and I was just like, oh, bro, like, this is what I love.
That's
like
big.
that's what I need, bro. Like
huge.
That's huge. Y'all
in the outfit, like in the Monica, I was like, that's what I need,
bro.
Like this is
people don't realize how big that is.
I love
man.
Iman Vellani too. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the star. You could just see the star she's gonna be. But like for me to take away, and not to pit women against each other. That's not what we're doing. I'm just saying the takeaway from that movie for me was Tiona Paris, Monica Rambeau. I just loved everything about it. Her at least. But the characters overall, I've said it, like, I think they worked well together and individually. They were all great. I'm so glad Brie Larson got her time to shine, like, and showcase her range, like, emotionally and like just her performance. I don't really have an issue with the villain as much as people do.
Me either.
I thought she was solid. I actually liked the whole dynamic of trying to save her planet because of what Carol Danvers did. Like, it almost made Carol the antagonist in a way. Like, you know what I mean?
I thought they was gonna do that too. Way back, I said that.
I was with it, and I just loved a lot of the dynamics. Like, the whole we talked about it, but the cancer thing, like with Carol and Monica dealing with Maria's death. Maria's death. The whole Iman, like, not seeing Carol Danvers as a person, but as just this superhero figure, you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh wait, like, you're making a bunch of mistakes and you're letting people die. Like, I thought that was heavy. There was one thing that
was heavy.
I talked to you. That was heavy.
I feel like that went over a lot of people's head too. That part too, like. She looks up to this. Yeah, the pacing. It was fast, right?
But I don't blame Nia DaCosta for that. Yeah. I think that's another thing. I think Nia did a great job.
I think she did a great job too.
The visuals were fire. Like, I don't know what people are talking about. There was one thing I had an issue with, and it's a comic and internet thing. It's who is your core fan base issue, not so much like a LGBTQIA plus issue. For me, I wasn't a big fan of the whole subtleties between Carol Danvers and Valkyrie dating. That's only because I feel like, and this is something that I've always thought with, at least the way I've always interpreted Carol Danvers' character in the comics, right? Like, she was always a straight woman dating weaker men to uplift her feminism, like showcase that a man can date a woman stronger than him, right? Like, that's always what I thought her character's point. Well, one of her main character's points was to showcase. I mean, she's had the whole picture, like the Mary Sue, that's like her whole trope, the Mary Sue thing, right? Like, so I hate to use that term because that's not what I believe. We've talked about it many times. I'm a big Captain Marvel fan, but so for me, I've always thought that was like an issue, or not an issue, excuse me. I always thought that was like something that was resonated with her character. And the reason why I say, like, as far as comic book, like, core fans and the internet fans, because the Valkyrie and Captain Marvel fan fiction headcanon thing started around the 2019 Endgame, like, year when they looked at each other in Endgame, and then everybody, like, went crazy with it. Now, of course, the actresses, like, boosted that. They were always promoting these fictions. But I felt like they're changing things to appease to the masses on the internet, or the fans that are creating fan fiction, opposed to doubling down, like, and appeasing to their core fans, which are these comic book readers. And so what I mean by that is, like, I feel like, is it an issue because Don Cheadle is so much older? Because in the comics, she dates War Machine. Like, Don Cheadle is so much more older than Brie Larson. But, like, I feel like us as viewers can separate realism from fiction. They're actresses. We just seen Oppenheimer, where Florence Pugh just, like, with old boys. So I feel like we can separate and their age gap is like, what, 10 to 20 years or something like that. And I'm not saying I need that for Don Cheadle, but like a quick, like, holding hands or showing that they've dated. Like, I mean, technically, Carol Danvers in the MCU is like 40 to 50 years old, right? I mean, she was in the 90s. and now they're in
Yeah.
2023. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just trying to like say, I don't want to say Disney is scared, because we love Disney. I think they're great. I don't want to say that they're scared to do that. Maybe they don't want the actress Brie Larson to feel uncomfortable. I don't really, maybe it's that's it. I don't really know what the issue there is. I think for me, it was more so like again, I don't want to say, and I think I retract that statement. I don't want to say that I had an issue with it as like, that was like, I was mad or anything. It was just something like, I was like, oh, okay, I see you're doing this to appease fan fiction, the masses, opposed to comic readers. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I'm a comic reader. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for accuracies, but I just questioned it is all. Like, it's like, all right, like, this is something that I feel like we are doing to appease fan fiction, opposed to appease people that know, like, oh, well, this is Carol Danvers' thing. Now, again, maybe they're trying to change Carol Danvers, and I'm not opposed to that. Like, that's cool. But I just felt like, as from where she is as a comic book character, even in current comics, like, she's a straight white woman. Like, you know what I mean? That was all.
Got you. All right. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, they always, I mean, that's a decision. That's definitely a decision, you know? Decision. And I think it was probably the easiest decision for them to do, probably, but in the moment, knowing who they are. I don't know if they wanted to keep it all girl power kind of thing. Like, who knows what they were, you know, thinking, but it was probably the easiest decision for them. But I think what I do see where you're coming from with, if she's like a straight, you know, female dating war machine, like, and she has the whole thing of making or men feel like, you know, they're dating somebody stronger than they are, and like that's a whole concept, you know, like that's also interesting too. Like, that'd be kind of cool to see that be played out as well. But
I think I don't want to, like, to backtrack. I don't want it to be just focused on this situation. My main point is that, are we appeasing fan fiction on the internet, like people that don't even know source material or shit like that? Like, are we appeasing fans, or are we appeasing fans? Does that make sense? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, just like you said, the decisions that we're making and the directions that we're choosing, not specifically about a LGBTQI representation issue. That's not what this is about. I'm not trying to make that a thing, because for me, I'm all about representation. I just want it to make sense too. For this kind of made sense. So, like, I'm not, oh, it's an issue. Like, no, it's just it's a question that I had. You know what I mean? Like,
I heard that.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Jalen, how'd you feel about the movie, man? Any thoughts? Got any favorite moments or anything like that? Or
Oh man, I love the entire movie. Like I said, from start to finish, it had me hooked. The movie, when we saw the first teaser for it, it was definitely not what I expected at all, and that kind of got my hopes raised up. And when I went and saw it, like, dude, I don't know if it's recency bias. It might have creeped its way into like my top 10 MCU.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, it's up there, dude. That's such an enjoy. It's short,
it might
sweet,
be my
to the
recency
point. Like,
the rewatchability. Like, it's so easy to put on.
Like, you can just
easy to put on,
like,
right?
Oh my goodness. Every single moment with all three of them together, like Jam said, or any of their like individual moments, dude. Just the three Marvels, like, I love all of them, like, even more than I did. Like, especially like, you know, Iman Vellani, of course, Miss Marvel is one of my favorites, but Tiana Parrish, dude, like,
that star,
dude, killed it. Yeah, seriously, killed it. Like, and like you said, Dennis, she's probably one of my favorite MCU characters now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Her powers, like, dude, that one scene where they were on, I forgot what the singing planet is called, but when they first started getting Aldania, yeah. Dude, that shot of her just like running through people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so fire. Like, there's just so many moments. The scene of them like learning how to switch on purpose. I love that scene.
Yeah.
I'm doubled. Like, oh man, there's so many high watermarks. Like James said at the beginning, dude.
The scene in the house.
Seriously.
The scene in the house when they first show her powers and she like phases through the dude to punch him the other way. It's like, oh shit. Like that's hard.
Bro. And talking about that scene, the way that they linked 3 people in different places in the galaxy and they all ended up fighting the same fight. And they were just at different point. Like
the action
that was so good.
Crazy.
Like, oh my gosh, dude. Like
it was good.
I think that's something that should be talked about a little bit more, like the action sequences and the choreography.
Dude,
I guess that's what it would be. Like, I don't think a lot of people are giving that enough credit.
Like, that's hard to pull off what they just did.
That's hard to pull off, man. And they did
and
it.
And to make
really,
it look good,
really well.
like, definitely, man.
I totally agree. And I just want to go back with what Jen was saying about Teyonah Parris and like people looking up to her. Like that's such a big thing right now because like
that's what it's about, man.
Bro, remember because the last one it was T'Challa, bro. Remember like we had so many young black kids like looking up to this man, and then he took him away from us.
That's true. Forever.
That's very true. That's very true.
I feel like that's the thing with that's why I love like the MCU. Like they pushed representation. Like you know what I'm saying. Not, I don't want to say push like force it, but I mean like they make sure it's in our face, like we need to see it, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. And it's every character. I mean, even with Wakanda Forever, bro, they had little kids, Hispanic kids as Namor. You feel me? Like Latin kids as Namor. With Shang-Chi, you had little Asian kids as Shang-Chi at the premiere. Like that's what I like to see.
That's what it's about, man. And some of these people that
retract my statement of I ain't mad about this. I just want people to understand that. It's a comic thing, like.
And then some of these people that get mad about that stuff, it's like, oh, they're not doing this for y'all. That's not for you guys. This is for these kids that look up to these characters, man. Like you got to be happy about that, you know?
Bro, that joint was good, man. I want to say one more thing that I actually love that we kind of skipped through. The bigger connections to the MCU, like that really like hit it for me. I mean, the freaking spaceports and how that connects space time, you know what I'm saying, as well as space time to other universes, like Chris Fuego. I don't care who was cooking, whoever came up with that concept, they cooked because they used basically the James Gunn concept.
The UN, I forgot what it's called, but bro, they just made it
cooked. They cook. I mean, because it is. They were basically like those ports are space time. They're just that's how they get through. But if you break it open, that's how you get through to another universe. And the way they explained it is just simple. I also love how smart like Captain Rambeau is. Like she was just
she was flexing. She was flexing.
Like I loved everything about that. Like I said, the bigger connection to the MCU. But I kind of think that leads us into the post credit. Like,
man, talk about it. Talk about it.
I mean, there's so many theories going on in the line. You know, there's so much craziness. But that post credit scene, basically, Monica stops the incursion, just like her first comic book appearance. Her first
I saw that.
MCU appearance is her stopping the incursion or stopping a universal like opening, and I thought that was really cool.
Big brain.
She's now trapped in this other universe. I mean,
what happens next?
It's crazy.
What happens next?
I mean, she meets her mom.
Right.
Like, she meets her mom, but it's not really her mom. Like, it's binary. Like, and that's just, I think like a lot of people have been talking about it online, but I think they're basing it off of that comic where Binary joined the X-Men because we got Beast, bro. We got Beast.
Yeah.
My theater was going crazy.
Kelsey Grammer, bro.
Almost pushing 70, but they got a bro in CGI, full CGI. He looks amazing. He looks amazing. He looks great.
He sounds so good as B. Like that,
he does sound good. Yeah, he does.
Man, that sounds so
great.
Good,
it's great. They cooked. And he said that Charles, Professor Xavier, is like founder or whatever the case, but found Photon. Oh, that's another gripe I have. I take it back. There's a gripe. She ain't get her name in this movie, bro. Like I got the Funko over there, the exclusive junk. Like, man, she ain't get her.
Because my thing is like, when are they going to do it? Like, you teased it the whole movie.
Yeah.
When are you going to just sit there and say the name? Now it's almost like
y'all see my theory. Like I thought it was gonna be she becomes Captain Marvel,
right?
And and what's her name becomes binary. Like
Right.
I was
how
thinking the same thing.
I'm like, I bet that works. I don't
Mhm.
need Photon, but I think that they have to do that because that is her name
Her
now
name.
in the comics.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is that's a whole nother thing, but we ain't gonna go through that on this. We can get into that on some jam sessions and go deep with comic stuff. But
Right.
I really wanted her name dropped.
I
They had
know.
so many opportunities to also, but I mean, it ain't a big gripe. It ain't nothing
Yeah.
serious.
Just
but
let
like,
it
that was
fly,
one
man.
thing.
Let
Just
it fly.
Let it fly, yeah.
I think
Bro.
that's one of the things. That's one of my, I guess, biggest gripes. If I had one
Yeah.
to nitpick in the MCU, is like that they don't name drop enough, or like
But
people are like
they did it for
they're not name
WandaVision.
dropped, or like they're not name dropped, or they're not in their outfits enough, or like people like they don't have their helmets and masks on. Like the
Bro,
secret identity
Ant-Man,
thing is too
yeah.
fluid in the
That's
Yeah.
true.
in the
That's
in the
true.
MC. And now that's Marvel Comics in certain cases, but like not everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just need more of that. That's all. That's
Nah.
all. That's not a big nitpick, I don't think.
Nah, yeah, I think that's valid. And it's like, but my first thought was like, WandaVision, bro. Like they name dropped that shit and it was hard. That was one of the hardest to be like,
Yeah.
oh, you're the Scarlet Witch.
I was
You're a myth. Like, oh my god. Oh, it was
Yeah,
crazy. That shit gave me
or like when they
chills.
call Doctor Strange, he's like the Sorcerer Supreme. I'm like, let's go, let's go. What you need?
Facts.
That's my bro.
Right.
Like, I swear.
Like,
bro.
what do you get out of
Oh.
not telling us the name? I don't understand. What do you get out of that? Just let us have that
Give me
feeling.
stress.
We want that feeling. Like, oh, let's go. That's Photon. Right. Oh
That's
man,
it.
I was waiting for it the whole movie.
They wasn't even calling Carol the Annihilator. Like I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. I'm good with,
Yeah.
but give me something like
Give me a comic book name, something.
I just
yeah.
like it, like the Annihilator.
Yeah.
The whole movie that Kamala. I'm like, bro, if you don't call her
Miss Marvel, right?
that was another thing. She ain't had a mask on. In the
Oh,
movie,
she didn't
Miss
have the
Marvel.
mask
Come
on.
Bro,
I didn't even realize that.
I didn't realize that until somebody said it online. I'm like,
Wow.
maybe I went because I didn't care. It went to watching the movie.
We're
Like,
watching the
I didn't
movie,
care.
right?
But when I think back, I'm like, dang, now I kind of care. Like,
Nah,
I kind of care. Like,
I wish they didn't change her suit. I wish she just kept her OG.
I think she's gonna keep her OG suit. I think that was
I
just
hope
for this
so.
movie. I think it was
I
just
hope
for this
so.
movie, like the Aldea outfit. You know what I mean? Like, because she
Yeah.
didn't have one while she was in the field. I'm assuming. Hopefully,
Gotcha.
they might make some subtle changes to her fit. You know what I mean? But I'm assuming that's what it is. But back to that post credit, I guess. Like, Joe was. I mean, there's not much, but we could really talk about because we did mention it. But like theories, I said it. Like, I think that's the universe they're playing on that comic book where, and I've seen this. It wasn't my theory, but I've seen other people talk about it. But I agree with this one. Like that binary was with the X-Men instead because there's no Avengers in that universe or there's no other heroes. I kind of like that concept. As far as what it sets up, that is what I'm like confused about. Like, is this based off of the lab coat? You know what it made me feel like? Like, is that the live action Fox universe? Like, yeah, the lab coat is a comic book thing. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's mainly known for like, you feel me? The Fox cartoons. Like, I was like, I'm wondering if they're about to. Since they're setting up the X-97. Like, are we gonna get a live action of that too?
That was a question that I was gonna ask.
That's a good question.
Like, how do we get now that we've seen the Marvels? Like, how do we get X-Men? Is it a multiversal situation, or is there mutant? Or we know there's mutants, but is
I think that's the big question.
X-Men functioning in 616?
Because Kamala's a mutant. Like they said that you see the name drop. Namor's a mutant. Namor's a mutant. You know what I mean? Like so. But now Binary or excuse me, Photon is over there with Binary and Beast and Charles. So I'm like, and then like I said, the lab coat, that room and everything. I'm like, this feels very X-Men like 97, like the old school cartoon vibes. So I don't know if I'm the first person to mention that theory. I'm just wanting to drop that there.
Yeah, I did too.
This could have been the live action like cartoon
97.
universe. And that's how they give us the X-Men 97 and then boom, they come into live action 616 and it's like through the Secret Wars incursion or whatever, like
through Deadpool 3.
or through Deadpool 3. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? But that's just a working theory. I that's the only thing I really got for that, because to me, I don't really know how that would work.
Yeah. No, I think that's the big question of like, how do we even get the X-Men? Is it multiversal or is something? Because obviously there's multiversal X-Men out there. Like they've shown that already. But like the 616 versions, like are they here? Like what's going on with that? I think that's a big question.
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Yeah, like where they been at?
I mean, they could be a secret. Like, I'm gonna be keeping real with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but they could just be a secret. Like, they could just have kept mutants on the low, and that really is what. I mean, look at the Skrulls. Look at Secret Invasion with the Skrulls. Like, all of those Skrulls on Earth for what 20 plus years, 20 something. Like, the mutants could just be like, yeah, like they could have had something happen in the past, and they were just like, nah. Charles wiped everybody's mind or something like that. Like Cerebro, like. That could be a big emotional plot point. Look, I ain't trying to.
I like that.
Let me fry a little bit.
That's with grease. Okay. With grease. All right. No, I like that right there.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. So, all right, man. That was the Marvels. We're gonna get to the ending here. I know Jim gotta go real quick, but just some other MCU updates that happened this past week. I know we're all tired and about the Fantastic Four shit because I am as well. But you got Reed Richards, man. We got our Reed Richards. He's been casted, I think the article says he's on the cusp of it, kind of like it's negotiation. Like
they're trying to work out the scheduling.
Yeah, you're right. That's because the man is busy. The man is busy.
My theory to that is that like they got it worked out, but they're waiting for Marvel Studios is waiting to make the official announcement when they get the rest of the cast. That's my working theory.
I like that. Yeah. So
because we know they got other people announcing cast members for them.
Yeah. Right. So I guess Reed Richards, man. Pedro. How we feeling? I've seen it so divisive online. It's so divisive. It's just so wild. But yeah, people have thoughts and opinions on it, and which is annoying, but at the same time, it's out in the open. Like it's out in the open with it, and he is our Reed Richards.
I think I've seen a lot of people say this, so I'm on board with it. Yes. I'm on board with it. Personally, I think Pedro can do no wrong. I'm super excited, even though a lot of people are like, is he really Hispanic? Is he really Latin? Like he's one of the white passing ones like that. I hate when people get into that type of stuff, because to me, he's Hispanic, he's Latin. Like I'm glad to have representation in that way for Reed Richards personally. Right. That's my first point. Second point is Pedro has so much range. I just don't understand how people don't have faith in the casting decision. And I think that's my third, like to bring it back to my, so the second point is Pedro has range. He can do it. And so I have faith in the choice. That bringing me to my third and final point is like, I just feel like Marvel has made great decisions with their casting choices.
Sarah, right? What's their casting director? Sarah Finn or something? Dude, she like.
And I mean, maybe they might have had one or two like misses here and there, but like,
overall,
I got faith with them. And so that brings me to, I mean, we could kind of, I want to hear y'all thoughts on the Pedro thing, but I'm going to give you a little segue into the next thing, because I know Dennis want to talk about this too. But Steven Yeun as Sentry. I ain't going to lie to you, that kind of threw me off guard, bro. I'm not going to hold you after that cast, and I'm like, okay. But I have faith, bro. I'm like, I know.
I have faith in, he got range too.
He's a great actor. I'm like, you know what? I got faith. Like, I see it. I see the vision. The vision. That's how I'm with Pedro. Like those two, I'm like, well, Pedro, I'm all on board, because I actually know the comics that I could see like what they're trying to go, like the look they're trying to go for. With Sentry, I'm like a little bit more on the opposite end, but I'm like, yo, what? I got faith. Like, I trust the casting.
As soon as his eyes glow up and they give him the Goku Super Saiyan hair, it's gonna be a wrap. Like, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm in. Like,
I'm in. I got it.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. Facts. Nah, yeah, it's an interesting casting choice. I can understand when people say that, because I've seen this online too, people saying he just wasn't like the mental like what I pictured in my mind as Reed Richards looking like mentally, which like I understand that because it isn't what I thought either.
I do kind of get that too.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when you look at Krasinski, that mother looks like Reed Richards.
He looks like Reed Richards.
He looks like Reed Richards. Like,
well, he looks like
head,
I feel like he looks like the main artwork.
The main art pick. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
there's so many. But yeah, I feel you. He looks like
he looks like that
Reed
one.
Richards.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, again, once they put him in the suit, Pedro in the suit, and they do whatever with his hair and they put all the makeup on him and all that, like I don't think we're gonna be thinking
gonna do bearded or no beard, because Pedro can't grow a whole. He can't get this, bro.
He can't get that. You ain't got no face.
He has. I mean, he has like a little, like, you know what I'm saying, and then like the mustache, but like it ain't the whole beard that Reed Richards can get. So that's
Reed Richards got a good, he got an amazing beard.
He got the glorious purpose beard.
Right. Yeah. My reaction, and I think I told you guys in the chat too, was like, I just think he's such a big star and he's got a distinct look for me. That's like when I'm watching him, I'm seeing Pedro Pascal. I got to get past that. That's the only thing I got to get past.
My question is, who could you see Pedro playing as?
I've seen that. I seen the Doom thing. I was like, I freaking love it. I love the Doom, even though it's not really showing his face, but like, I just see him being so intimidating as Doom too. I think he could pull that off.
I don't think he wants to hide his face.
I don't think he wants to hide exactly Mando shit. Yeah, he doesn't want to hide his face anymore.
He wanna be out here like, yo, you see this? You see
right,
this?
I'm the main character here, boy. But
he don't want to be overshadowed by Baby Yoda and Ahsoka again. Or now Bo-Katan. Yo, I swear every season, bro, he gets it's Baby Yoda. The second season is Ahsoka. The third season was Bo-Katan. Like, bro, I'm sorry, we rock with you, but like.
Nah, yeah, he's on some main character vibes now. He's like, you gonna see me now.
Me.
Yep,
I'm him.
Yep. So yeah, that was my only thing. But again, I think once I see it and I like settle down with it, with the idea of him being Reed Richards, I'll be perfectly fine with it. And I can't wait to see who they cast as Doom whenever they do that. But we also got the what's his name that's doing Galactus?
Oh, Javier Bardem.
Yeah, they're like talking with him about it.
They're talking with him and Antonio Banderas. Right. I kind of would prefer Javier, but I'm okay.
I think I prefer Javier.
Got you. Jalen, how you feel about Jalen, how you feel about the Reed Richards, Pedro Pascal? How you feel about it?
I love it.
You with it?
I love it. Yeah, I'm with it. I love Pedro. Like Jam said, Pedro Pascal in my book, in my eyes, can do no wrong. I love everything. Even in the bad Wonder Woman movie, like he's good in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like Pedro Pascal is he's that dude, bro. Like I love Pedro Pascal. So yeah,
it's great. What does he say? It's great,
but it could be better.
Yeah,
even in that movie, he's amazing in that. So, yeah, I'm here for it.
I love Pedro, man.
Yeah, he like you said, he definitely has range, man. So I can't hate on it, man. I cannot hate on it. I just have to see it. I think that's my whole thing. So that was the big news. We also got some other big news. It was Daniel Cretton not in on the Kang Dynasty thing anymore.
Yeah, Daniel Cretton,
yeah, they still giving him Wonder Man, and I think something else. Was it another project that he's also on? Shang-Chi too. But they have, or he decided to step away from Kang Dynasty, right?
But people immediately thought that was saying Kang Dynasty was done.
Scrapped,
apparently, the rumors or the reportings now is that they're still gonna go ahead with Kang Dynasty, but just recast Kang.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Kang Dynasty is up in the air right now. Yeah, we don't really.
I think the whole thing with like Jonathan Majors, they're just like, yo, like it's more bad press than we can afford right now. So
right.
Even no matter what his situation turns out to be, they're like, we just can't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel bad. Like I feel bad for everybody involved too. Like there's gonna be a lot of good actors in that movie as well. Like, and it's gonna be over. I mean, the whole Kang thing and Jonathan Majors thing is gonna be like fresh in everybody's mind. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? We'll see. Have they really said that they're gonna recast him though? Is that the
No, it's just like reporting
reporting?
that they're gonna probably still go ahead with it, and if they do, they would recast. That's kind of like the last thing I seen.
Yeah, so I'm basically in wait and see mode with Kane Dynasty.
Yeah,
I think that's all we can do right now because there's reports like almost every day about this. So
yeah,
just kind of
sucks because Jonathan Majors is so good as Kane. Dude.
he's a great actor, bro. Like, but then it's like, and I want to be on bro's side too, but it's like you don't know.
You don't know.
Like, you don't know. I don't know anything.
Then if
yeah,
he is like what they like, what it like, you know what I'm saying? If he's guilty, it's like, damn, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I was rooting for you, but like you ain't him. You're not really
not him.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's unfortunate what's going on there, but yeah, we got Daniel Creighton on the Wonder Man thing. I know we've been going back and forth about Wonder Man and stuff too in the chat. So, yeah, feel however you feel. Chat, or if you're listening to this right now, put in the comment section below. How do we feel about Wonder Man? Where are we at with Wonder Man? Is it necessary? How do we feel? Like do we need Wonder Man at all? That's been our big topic of conversation.
A show. Like, does he need a show?
Does he need a show? Does he need his own show?
I feel like we need Wonder Man in the MCU.
In the MCU. Just throw him in.
Own show. Like,
right.
That's my personal opinion. I also, the whole debate me and Dennis have been having is like, do these DC list characters, do they need their own show or like movies or whatever the case may be? Like, are they like, yes, a story can be told, but do they need their own, like Agatha, for example? So I was just saying that I don't think it's always necessary. I feel like these characters could appear in other places and continue on that story. But Dennis's point is that if there's a story to tell, why not tell it? So I feel that, but I feel like there's certain characters don't need to
okay, so no, my thing is this. So I think that, you know, from your perspective, you know everything there is to know about a Wonder Man, basically, because he doesn't have many stories. And for you, it's like, okay, he's not that big of a character. Throw him in to whatever movies, just make him part of the team, all of that. For me, you know, not knowing a lot of his stories or, you know, any of his stories really, but knowing just kind of like his connections, like what he's tied to, like what revolves around him. I have interest in that, so I wouldn't mind seeing that being fleshed out a little. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing that story. But like, I totally understand where you're coming from. I just don't want to put everybody in that box of saying they don't need that story, because some people might really want that story. That's where I come from. But I definitely understand what you mean. Are you frozen?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm a little frozen right now. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say on it. But yeah, so in the comment section below, let us know how you feel about Wonder Man. Are you excited for it? Do you feel it's necessary? You know, we're in the time in Marvel right now. They're scrapping things. They're reevaluating a lot. And that's another big thing. Yeah. So
that's like one of my points is like I feel like we need hits, like bangers, like not going into a project with like a question mark or like an asterisk next to it. Because I mean, look at the disconnect on the MCU. All of us here love the Marvels, but like, everybody don't think it's a banger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just had Loki and everybody's so quick to move on from that. So I think that's my thing, is that then the MCU needs stuff that all of us aren't at a disconnect with, like that we're all like, this is it, that's fire. And that's my thing, is I don't think Wonder Man is that. I don't think Agatha is that. So that's kind of like,
hold on, we don't think Echo is that either though, right? Because that looks solid.
So Echo might be though, because it's the first like mature, like, you know what I'm saying? It got Daredevil, like, and Echo's kind of a prominent character into like the street level. I don't want to say she's prominent to the whole MCU, but like she's kind of prominent to like the Daredevils, the Kingpins, like the Hawkeye situation, the Ronin stuff, like, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like street level stuff, like you kind of do necessarily, if you're gonna tell some like Avengers versus X-Men stuff, you kind of need her in there, like, you know what I mean, with the Phoenix Force and all that. Like, there's different ways to go about it with her. So I don't want to say she's not necessary, but I mean, to say that is kind of like saying, well, then how can you say Wonder Man isn't necessary either? Because Wonder Man is very similar to like that realm of Echo. So I don't know. You make a good point with that. You know what I mean? Like,
but I
think if there's a story to tell, then yeah, tell it.
Yeah.
I guess another issue I have is like, they left Vision up in the air,
Yeah,
but
that's
you're about
true.
to tell a Wonder Man story, and
That's
you
true.
kind
Is
of
he still
need
getting the
Vision.
show?
I think they scrapped it.
They scrapped Vision Quest.
Oh,
And so that's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's like you
Okay.
need Vision to tell the Wonder Man
story. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just trying.
Maybe
to
they're
that's
merging
another
it.
issue.
Maybe they merge it.
That's
somehow.
what I was thinking.
That's
Or
probably
they
what it
expand
is.
into maybe
Yeah.
like a Vision movie with Wonder Man in it or something like that. Like, I don't.
Something.
But then again, it's like, are those two really like? I don't know. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, and you make valid points on that. I think that we were in a different mindset a couple years ago when Phase 4 first started. You know, like we were giving
us everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
I want it all, bro.
After COVID,
we was
give it all,
bro. We was eating, bro. Like give me all these characters. I want to know all of this stuff, and then make them all connect and put them all in these movies. So like. That was kind of our mindset there, and I think that's also what their mindset was probably. And then, you know, they get this reaction. Nobody saw this kind of reaction coming from the MC fan, like the divisiveness. Like nobody saw this kind of climate that we're in right now with the MCU. You know, nobody saw it coming. So like, it's had, you know, Marvel's got to push back some things, and they've been stuck already. You know, filming things and making announcements and stuff, which, you know, Jam, you've already been saying a lot about that too, of like, don't just say you're going to do these things way in advance, because you never know how it's going to turn out. Especially, you know, things happen, we come up on these dates, and it's like they feel like they have to make Wonder Man almost, probably, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think of that point. Like, that's a good point. Like, they have to, they kind of obligated to or something.
Yeah, like you already got the actor and everything. What you gonna tell them? Like, we're not gonna do this no more. Like,
we're not gonna do this no more.
Right,
I mean, but then they did that with Vision Quest.
They did that with Vision
Quest.
Like,
yo, Paul Bettany, we not.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for everybody, but you know, I'm sure there's just a different mindset a couple years ago. I think that's all I have, man. We did the Reed Richards thing. We hit on Sentry a little bit. Jalen, you got anything else on the? How you feel about Wonder Man? I didn't even get to ask you like how you feel about Wonder Man and all that kind of stuff, and Daniel Creighton and all that, leaving Kang Dynasty. My man's rocking the WandaVision shirt right now.
I'm a bit indifferent. Okay, so the comic book fan in me, like, and me just genuinely loving this shit. It's just like, bro, just give me everything.
Everything, right?
Every character, every project, every movie, everything. Give me everything. But it's like, with the way the MCU is going and stuff, I feel like he shouldn't get his own individual show. Maybe do like a spinoff with him, Vision, Wanda, that whole side, tell those characters stories. Because I don't know. I'm a bit indifferent to it. Like I said, I'm not like absolutely mad at it, but it's.
I personally like what you were saying though. Like, I want more stuff like WandaVision. Like, it wasn't just a Wanda story.
Yeah.
It was Wanda and Vision.
Right.
Like, I need more
just
stuff
merge
like
that.
Like,
tell that story as a whole.
Which
kind of like what you said, Dennis, before. Like, I don't need Hawkeye or I don't need Echo. Give me Hell's Kitchen. Just give me Hell's, like, the whole Secret Invasion would have been a great team up. No, they made it about Nick Fury. We're not gonna talk about that, but that's what I need. I need more of that, like the Marvels.
Exactly. I was about to say this goes back to the Marvels. I think this is why we enjoy the Marvels so much, because it was a freaking team up. Like, it was like, damn.
I'm not saying I don't need the Avengers, but like, for all the characters to connect, like,
right.
But team up.
You can just tell a random story and
different.
Because that's what Marvel's known for, bro.
Right. Different pockets of. I mean, Kevin Feige was trying to say this a while back. Like, different pockets of the MCU having, you know, teams basically. So like. Right, yeah. If we can get to that, that would be great. That would be great. You know,
then you have care like who you like, where you like.
Exactly.
Like, right. Exactly. Now we're so disconnected that it's.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I definitely understand what Jam always says. Like, it's hard to just sometimes just sit and wait and see what they try to cook up, because it's like they've given us these teasers and it takes forever. And so many places, so many things out there, so many pieces out there that's like gotta come together. It's tough. That's tough.
Which is why sometimes I feel like you don't need to set up for the next thing. Like, just
exactly
kind of like Endgame. Just tell the story and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you leave it like open for like interpretation. Like, all right, you leave it open for a story to be told, but it's still like that's why I love the Guardians.
I think I was about to say the same thing, bro.
He doesn't like James Gunn doesn't set up for the next thing. Like, it's like, nah, this is the story with openness, like to return.
Right.
I'm great with that. That's what I need more of. And every like that's how comics are. You know what I mean? Like, that's how comics
Guardians 3 closed a trilogy very well, and then you're like, things can happen with those characters. Like, there's definitely, like, it made a lot of sense for Star-Lord to go home and like be with his father, right? And then, but grandfather, right? But then he can come back. Like, it's very open for him to come back, but it was closed in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely more stuff like that. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, dog. We got anything else we gotta say, bro? Like, I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. Anybody else got anything to say?
Nah,
I do have one thing to say.
Talk about it.
Don't just be a person on the internet hating on something because it's the easy thing to do.
Right.
If you like it and it's unpopular, just like it. Don't. I don't know. I'm just so fed up with just the fandom nowadays, honestly, bro. It's like, it's really bad. Like,
oh man, I be taking breaks. You gotta take your breaks.
Dude,
MCU fans have become Star Wars fans.
Dude, it's like, just everybody like what they like. If you don't like it, whatever, cool.
Yeah, but see, that's why I say, that's why I use the term MCU fans have become Star Wars fans, because they'll literally be mad for what they asked for.
Dude,
like, you'll be like, I wanted this.
That's a crazy bar right there.
It's the same thing. Phase 4 comes out.
And they're like, nah, I didn't want this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like this. I ain't want to do that. They just, MCU fans, it's kind of like, I remember this guy I used to talk with, Dennis, I talked to you about, you could probably edit this part out from Woo Studios. But this guy used to say this term, and it always resonated with me. He's like, you can't really just give fans what they want, because fans don't even know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
And I agree with that. Like, us as fans, sometimes we don't even know what we want.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. Like, the way I like to look at it as, like, did I watch it? Very simple. When I watch it, did I like it? Yes or no?
That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I liked it, but there were some things I didn't like about it. But overall, I liked it. Nah, I didn't like it. Yeah, there was minor things that I did like about it, but I didn't like it overall. It's that simple for me. Like, it's
I hear that. Nah, yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. Just watch out there, man. It's cruel out there, and just don't participate in it. It will definitely. It'll ruin your mind sometimes, man. Like, if you just watch everything that everybody's saying, everybody's got an opinion these days, right? So,
the internet makes it so much easier
and everybody's a critic. Everybody is a film review critic.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody knows film all of a sudden. So, like, everybody went to film school now. Like,
everybody went to film school.
It's like, okay, all right, because y'all know what y'all talking about now. All right. Yeah, like, y'all make the damn movies. So
I still think we should make my $1 million idea of bring scary movie back just with superhero genre. I'm telling y'all, that's the only way I'm gonna get 50 Cent as the Thing for the Fantastic Four.
That's so funny, bro.
If they watching it and they take my idea, we suing. I'm telling you.
Oh, bro.
Make scary movie, but just with superheroes.
Just a parody of every MC.
Parody of everything.
Like a parody of literally, bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Iron Man parody. Yeah, that's funny.
I got it. Yo, Kevin. Let me talk to you. Kevin, we might have to work some things.
Facts. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate you guys joining me. Everybody that tuned in, appreciate you guys always and forever. This is the Alternate Timeline. I'm Dennis. It's the Alternate Timeline on YouTube, the Alt Time on X and IG. Join the Discord. Discord in the description below. We get nerdy in the Discord as well. And then what else? I'm forgetting something else. TATdennis on Twitch. And then
Look at the doggo.
yeah, look at the dog. What's the name? Jubilee.
Yeah. I call her Jubilation when she's in trouble.
Jubilation when she's in trouble. Yes, that's Jubilee is also part of TAT. That's the
for sure.
TAT mascot right there. And, for sure. As the X-Men are on the horizon.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got, man. Jalen, go ahead and plug yourself in real quick, bro.
Oh man, new name, simple.
Yeah.
J Marvel S.
Yeah.
Everywhere but Twitch. Twitch is J Gaming 927.
Yes,
You
sir.
can't change it there yet, right?
I haven't tried. I'm gonna try to after. I haven't tried yet. I might be able to though.
Let us know. It'll be in the description either way. Jalen,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up, man? Talk to us.
You heard of me on all the socials.
Mhm.
You already know.
Yes, sir. All the socials, and we about to tune in. Did you heard me right now as he's about to go?
You still on
I'm
Fortnite?
waiting.
tonight?
I'm a stream. Yeah, I'm streaming at like 8:30.
8:30?
9.
Okay, gotcha.
Between 8:30 and 9, I'm gonna start,
And
and
it's
then
Fortnite.
yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Fortnite Friday.
All right, Fortnite Fridays, and tune in on Wednesdays for the comic. What are you calling it?
Yeah.
What do you call
Calling
it?
it comic book chat.
Comic book chat. Got you. I'm going to. It will also feature. It will be a portion of it will also feature on TAT coming soon to make a whole playlist out of it.
Or should I? Maybe comic book conversations.
I was gonna literally call the playlist. I was gonna call the playlist Jam's Comic Corner. I was literally gonna call it that.
The only reason I had it as a comic book chat is because when you know the like the label of what it like you know what game you're playing on Twitch or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like just chatting.
It's
or
just
something
chatting.
like
Oh, let's just chat. Okay.
So I was gonna call it comic book chat.
Copy. All right. Yeah, it's a working theory, y'all. It's a working.
Yeah.
It's a working title in
It's a
progress right now.
process.
It's a process.
Sure.
Trust the process. You know how it goes. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. The Alternate Timeline. Super smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.